M8 American SPG, located on the south spawn of Cliff. This one is under the command of Latchim Dr. Tickle of the ODP clan, and he's in platoon with the Carnarvon next to him, which is low power. Was it low? Yes, low power 2, also of ODP. Game on. Well, this has got the big 8-inch howitzer, and it's capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm pen, with a 10.5 meter burst radius and a stun duration of 12.5 to 28 seconds. Now he's aiming towards the pass, the western pass, expecting somebody to try and get up onto the donut, or at least the western end of the donut. You'll probably get a brief flash of them as they pass through. Our platoon mate's actually gone out there to try and get up onto the donut, and it looks like one of the enemy tanks has managed to sneak past the T-54. Now this is a tier 9 game with tier 8 tanks in it, and the T-54 is a fairly dangerous medium tank, currently in actual use in the world, in the place which you probably know quite well. Okay, enemy tank's been spotted. We're not fully dialed in, but the standard B is now sitting behind that house. And instead, we're actually aiming for this T-30, who's trying to get towards the center mark. And okay, number of tanks there. He hasn't chosen which one to fire at yet, but the T-54 is almost offering himself. He's aiming down at our platoon mate. In fact, actually, whoa, that was a hit. The Scorpion G just killed our Striv 103, and now we're going for the 50 TP. The standard reload, 44.1 seconds, and we can see Latchim's got 38.81. Now the M40, M43 actually derives from the M4. It's a lengthened M4 as well. You can actually see that when you look at the tracks, because obviously there's gaps between the horizontal volute suspension system. As far as I remember, they're actually using an Easy 8 version of the M4 to actually make the M40, M43. Oh, and that Caliban, he's made a big error going where he has, because if we can get a shot onto him, he will, well, suffer a lot of damage and potentially could expire. Rounds out. He did. I was almost foretelling what was going to happen to him, and Latchim has now decided, yeah, he needs to get out of there, because there is an enemy Arty, an M40, M43 on the enemy team, and if he saw where that shell came from, he's more than likely going to aim for it. But he's got into somewhere safe, but he won't be able to stay here for very long. That T-54 has actually got to the other side of the donut, and he could poke up and have a look to see where Latchim is, because obviously he knows that the Caliban died. Okay, 50 TP makes a good target. He's very low on hit points. We're not fully dialed in yet, but hold your horses. Let it settle. Rounds out. Kill. He got the 50 TP, so that's 2 kills now for Latchim. And it seems that the enemy is almost offering themselves to him, because there's a number of enemy tanks who've gone to very silly places. That T-30 for one. The T-30 just derped the CC-1 Mark II, but sitting where he actually is possible to hit his engine deck. And if that happens, he could expire very quickly. Now the T-30 decides to go over the top, the round goes out, and he damages both of them. He doesn't get a big hit on the T-30, but the standard B did take a hit. Now over at this end of the map, we can see that our platoon mate is coming under pressure from a T-54, a Scorpion, and an Su-130 PM. It's probably better for him just to hide around the corner from the map, but a little further back, because he could be hit by the enemy Arty if they decide to shoot over the top. You can actually get shells to drop on enemy tanks hiding on that corner. Okay, the T-54 is as far as we can tell, still around the corner. Oh, T30! And he got the CC1 Mark II. He's backing up. Now, I think you might get the shot on his rear again. No, in fact, we've got that standard B instead. Now, we can kill him with splash. Rounds out. Direct hits instead. Just as good. So that's 3 kills now. I have the feeling the enemy is starting to realise that they're in trouble. And so is our platoon mate, because the Scorpion's turned up on this corner. And although we can penetrate him, because that gun shield is very weak indeed, the problem is firing at that whilst our platoon mate's there could actually hit our platoon mate instead. So it's a good job our platoon mate's backing off, and I suspect Latchim told him to do that. Fall back and I'll take out this guy. Wait for it. Now. Good hit. Not a penetrating shot. 466. But it tells the Scorpion that that's trespassing on our side. Now, as he backs off, it becomes a little more difficult because if he goes around the corner, but he's actually come back. Now, this could be a kill if we can get it. We're down by 2 at the moment, so it's not going so well, but it's Latchim who's actually getting most of the kills for our team. Well, he's actually got 3 of them, which is 60% at the moment. Rounds out. And he's got another one. He's done it again. That's 4 kills now. Well, that lowers the percentage. I think, does it lower the percentage? He's got 4 out of 6. That's 66%. So it's not 60. It's now 66% of the kills. This is actually getting to be quite funny. I always love it when Arty's just racking up the kills on the enemy. And the rest of the team are going, what the hell is going on here? The Arty on our team is really creaming the enemy. I've done that myself as well. And it is quite funny when it happens, because then your teammates realize that there's somebody rather good actually working for them. Okay, Borsig, very low armor, makes it a perfect target because of course the shell should go straight through and you will get a penetrating shot. But the T-30's decided to come over, and if we hit him now, rounds out, it splashes him and it stunned the Borsig. But now the T-30 is looking around the corner, and I think he's probably going to fire around in our direction, hoping that he gets a hit. You can see how the enemy has moved up, but in fact, they're actually doing worse because now the scores are even. Thanks to Latchim. Okay, the T-30 is still there, but we can't see him. And, ooh, look at this. There's is that a Chimera? I'm trying to see it, what the name of the tank is. No, Charioteer. Fire. Rounds out. Got him. Splashed him. That's 5 kills now. He's 1 short of getting a top gun. And that T-30 was still there. And the Borsig's right behind him. Now, we haven't loaded yet, but it's starting to look quite good because it means that there's a possibility that he might actually save the team because we're 1 up on the enemy now. Our teammates are starting to get good damage. The SU-130 PM has turned up on the corner. Our platoon mate actually goes round the corner to try and get at him. He gets 1 hit. Oh, and unfortunately he gets taken out, but can we get the revenge shot? Not there. Now, will he change direction? He's not coming forward. Oh, we missed the opportunity there. Never mind, we'll get another chance to get that guy. We're bound to. Okay, on the corner where the T-30 was, they've just lost their T-30. Our Skoda got him, and the Borsig has actually pulled back. Unfortunately, he just took out... Was it Noobs? The enemy Arty took out our Wizzy 120. Oh, penetrating shot on the Borsig. That thin armor worked again. got a lovely hit. Now, the Yak Tiger, we can't take him out with one shot. We can certainly give him a headache. Okay, if only that SU-130PM turns up, we could wipe out him with one shot, because, of course, he's very thin armor as well. Okay, he just got hit, but we're not loaded yet. And that's the enemy Arty trying to get our Scorpion. We've marked the spot. He's still there. Rounds out. Only 16 hit points. 5 rounds left. Okay, the Ag Tiger's a one shot now. We can take him out, but we're not loaded. We're not going to be for a few seconds. And he does go down. He's taken out by the K91 PT, the tank destroyer version of the K91. We're one up on the enemy. The Scorpion just got attacked again by the enemy Arty. We're focusing on getting the enemy tanks though. Skoda didn't find the Borsig. I suppose really he doesn't want to find the Borsig, because there's a good chance he might get derped by him if that's the case. Oh, now the SU-130PM has turned up. We're dialing in as quickly as we can. He's backing into that rock. Rounds out. And that is a Top Gun. I said he would probably get that guy, or at least very thin armor on SU-130PMs, which makes him another juicy target. Get the shell anywhere near it, it's going to wreck them. But if you get a direct hit, you get a pen, and that completely ruins their day, because, of course, it sends them back to the garage. We've got 2 rounds of standard stun HE and 2 rounds of the premium HE, as some people like to say, the non-stun variety. We're still looking for that Borsig. We've got the Top Gun. There's only 3 enemy left. We could get a Radley's. It's possible. If we find the enemy Arty, yes, we could take him out. Oh, there's the Borsig. Now, can we quickly get a shot? No, because he goes down, and it looks like this AE... Oh, he's not an AFK, but his gun's at an angle. And we get 70 hit points off him. He's not moving, though. I think he's just frustrated and just rage quit. Some people would just go away from their desks. They won't fight anymore and give up. And that guy's about to go down. And there's the kill. So no chance of getting a Radley's now. But there is still one enemy in the game. It's our opposite number. And it looks like he might be down this end of the map. And in fact, he's on the move. Ramps out. Oh, he got him. He got the kill shot that ends the game. And 7 kills. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for Latchin Dr. Tickle of the ODP clan in the M40 M43. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 20. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he ended up with 7, just 1 short of getting that Radley's. And on top of that, he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate on that one, 6,931. The reason you can tell that it's the first ace tanker he's had is he's got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he definitely got the highest damage in the game of 3,951 hit points. A very nice score indeed. Second highest went to the K91 PT with 3,792, and the third was the Skoda T50 with 3,700. And our platoon mate in this one, who did survive the battle, unfortunately, he only got 861 hit points, but it was a difficult corner to defend there because there were so many enemy tanks right down at the Western Pass. When it came to kills, Latchim got that one too, 7 kills to him. 4 kills to the Skoda T50, and then 2 kills to the T103 on his team, and also to the SU-130PM and T54 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, only 3 players managed to get over 1,000, with Black Chim Dr. Tickle getting 1,275, which means he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,102 went to the Skoda T50 and 1,008 went to the K91 PT. So a very good game to get the top in the columns. He fired 14 rounds. Now, as I said, you only get 16 rounds of ammunition, so he only had 2 left at the end of the game, and they were the high HE or extra HE shells without any stun. He got 9 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots, and 12 splash. Damage of 3,951 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Now, can we tell which ones he penetrated? Well, I don't think it was the Scorpion, although it appeared... Oh, he did actually penetrate that guy. It must have been the second shot that took him out. So, yes, he did get that one. And I suspect the SU-130 PM took one. No, he didn't. But what about the Borsig? Yes, he definitely took a penetrating shot. And you have to scroll the page in order to see all the other ones. He didn't. Oh, he did penetrate the M40. I thought it was a near miss, but in actual fact, he got a direct hit and it went straight through that guy too. So, yes, 3 nice penetrations there. In fact, actually, he got 4. So, who else did he pen in that game and get a penetrating shot? I'm wondering if it's the Standard B. No. The Jagdtiger. No. The T30. No. We saw that one before. So that's 1, 2, 3. The Caliban. Yes, the one that was up on top of the road leading to the top, but positioned himself very badly behind that rock. And you shouldn't do that if you're in an Arty, but if you're in a game with Arty, because Arty can load the shell over the top of that rock right into the enemy tank that's hiding there. And of course, he wiped him out with that shot. 1 shot, bang, and he was out the game. So, very good result. Let's have a look at the rest. 13 enemy vehicles were damaged and 7 were killed. So, he was well on the way to getting a Pools medal. Enemy tanks were being taken out by his teammates. 477 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. Now, he earned 107,661 credits on a premium account. And he also got 10,521 credits, XP, I should say, because he got a mission completion of 8,609. This battle was more impressive down to the fact actually that he was, or the team were behind for a fair amount of the time during the start of the battle, but then they managed to claw the kills back with the help of Black Chim Dr. Tickle, taking out enemy tanks that put themselves in very, very silly positions. And so, yes, a good result. In fact, for a long while, he was the only player who was actually racking up the kills on his team. But it just goes to show his skill. And this won't be the first ace tanker that he's had. It'll be the first of many that he will get. And if he's this good as he's playing at the moment, I suspect he will be getting Radley Waters medals very, very soon, because he knows how to do it and he is getting great hits on the enemy. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.